everybody, it's Victoria. Welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, we are Super Geeked, where we celebrate everything we get super geeked about. One of the things that I get super geeked about is reselling clothing. I do it full time and I sell on platforms like Poshmark, eBay, Mercari, and Etsy. And today I have a very special video. Today's Mother's Day and we are in the middle of the 2020 pandemic, and my mother has decided that she would take me anywhere I wanted to go, and I've only left my neighborhood on a handful of times to go to the post office. Otherwise, I have been in my neighborhood for the last 8 weeks, and so a neighboring town's thrift store is open and my mom invited me to go thrifting. So I've been doing all my sourcing online, and I have to tell you, I'm quite nervous about going thrifting in person. We have our mask and our gloves ready, but I'm just not really sure what to expect. I haven't even been to the grocery store. So this is going to be a little bit of an adventure. So I thought I would take you all along and see how this little sourcing thing goes. I may trap myself back in my house for another 8 weeks after this, but either way, I'm going to do it. I'm going to try to brave it and see what happens. And I'm going to take you guys along. So stick around. So I'm about to go pick up my mom, and I have to tell you, I am super nervous. I'm having major anxiety, and I'm not sure if it's just because I haven't been anywhere really in 8 weeks. I'm just wondering, do other people feel this? You people who've been going to the grocery store, do you feel like this every time you go? Because this is just very intense. All right, we're here. I'm here with my mom. Say hi, Mom. Hi. To the internet.
Hi, Mom.
So we made it. There's not a lot of people in the parking lot, so that makes me feel a little better, but I am nervous, so we're about to gear up in our mask and our gloves and head on in. All right, y'all, we're back in the car. I just finished my lunch. We got Subway. My mom's still eating. We had to eat in the car because it's illegal in Alabama right now to eat inside a restaurant. So grabbed some Subway, came out to the car, ate, and then we're going to hit our second thrift store. I have to say, when we went in our first thrift store, it wasn't too bad because there was maybe 2 other people in there with us, and so there was definitely safe distancing. But as time went on, more and more people came in. I started to get uncomfortable. I felt claustrophobic in my mask, and it just generally was a weird experience. So hopefully this next thrift store will be different, and it's a little bit bigger, so maybe it'll be less uncomfortable, but we'll see. So see you then. All right, y'all, we're going in. Store number 2. Hopefully this isn't as scary, but we'll find out. Everybody, I'm back at my house now, back from my shopping trip with my mother on Mother's Day. We went again about an hour away from where we live to Mobile, Alabama to go thrifting. None of the thrift stores here in South Mississippi are open. They don't open until June 1st. And so those were the closest thrift stores. I have not been out of the house in 8 weeks, except for a few occasions to go to the post office when my mail person was not here to pick up the mail, or I maybe missed her. And other than that, I haven't been out of the house. So as you saw in the video, I was very nervous. I think that the experience for those of us who have been at home and not even going to the grocery store because we have a spouse or a significant other or someone who's going to the store for us, that the experience going out in public for the first time is very strange. I'd have to say it was weird to wear a mask, but the mask didn't bother me. It was the other people around me. There were a lot more people than I expected not wearing masks and not obeying social distancing rules. So people would stand very close to you, not have any face covering, and it was very weird. I did feel uncomfortable. I did have a little bit of anxiety, and it was just a strange experience. So the first store we went to in Mobile, there was hardly anybody in the store when we first got there. So it was a good way for me to transition from being at home into going out into the world. But slowly, as time went on, more and more people started getting in there, and it's a small store, and I was a little uncomfortable. So I did get the biggest haul in that store because we stayed in there the longest. So I'm going to go ahead and show you that haul. So I did get 8 items at that store. One of the items I ended up giving to my mother for Mother's Day. It was a beautiful Elijah J dress. And it was new with tags. It was her size. She tried it on. It looked adorable on her. So that item went to her for her Mother's Day gift, or part of her Mother's Day gift. And everything in this haul ended up being on average about $5.39 a piece. So the second item I got was another Elijah J dress. And it's a beautiful chiffon floral maxi dress. So it is very long. Beautiful navy with these pink and orange flowers and big green leaves. It does have a pretty like blue ribbon belt that is still attached. Here's the back of it. It has a really pretty pleating on the skirt. I just thought it was really beautiful. I do very well with Elijah J, and it's very much my style. I'm very feminine, floral. I sell a lot of dresses, so I picked that up. And so the retail price for that dress was $158. Based on comps, I'm going to go ahead and list it for $85, but I'll probably end up selling it for around $65, which is fine. But I always start a little bit higher to make room for offers. The next item is actually a vintage piece, and it is a drindle. And oh, it's so cute. It is this really pretty turquoise blue with floral embroidery. It's got a zipper that goes down the front. And then the embroidery is on the bottom also. And also on the back. Very, very cute. So this is a Salzburg Trachten. And it's a Germanic Swiss Alps style drindle. It's in a very thick fabric. And it's fully lined. It's super cute, and I'm going to list it for $125. Some have sold for higher, around the $200 mark, and some have sold for less. So I'm going to start at $125 and then go from there. But I was really excited to find that. Okay, I'm going to save my favorite find till last. Okay, so another, I'll go ahead and show these. I have never sourced or been able to find out in the wild Mother. So I found these Mother jeans, and they're in okay condition. You can see that the elastic may be starting to give out just a little bit. There's not puckering really yet, but it's like on the verge. So it definitely has wear to these. But at $5, and I think it was $5.29, I thought that, you know, I would go ahead and pick them up. Somebody would want them. These are a size 26, and the style is the looker. And the wash is called Here Kitty Kitty. So that's kind of funny. But yeah, they're in okay condition. Like I said, they do have some wear, but not significant enough that they're not sellable and that they don't still have life in them. So I went ahead and picked them up, especially because I've never found Mother before. So I thought, well, it's just worth a try. So I am going to go ahead and start them at $65, but I'm expecting to probably sell them more in the $45 range. Okay, next was another pair of jeans. These are DL 1961. They're the Cindy Slim Boot. And I actually love these jeans. I buy them from Anthropologie. They're really good quality. These are in excellent condition. They don't have hardly any wear to them. You can see they're just a very, very slight boot cut. Very cute. So pick those up for $5.29. Okay, I got another pair of pants. These are Lilly Pulitzer. I haven't had the greatest success with Lilly Pulitzer, I have to tell you, but I couldn't pass up these fluorescent pink silk pants. They're 100% silk, and they're a newer style of Lilly Pulitzer, and the comps on these were really good. So I went ahead and picked them up. Those retail for $198. I'm gonna go ahead and start them at $75 because the comps are really good on those, and we'll see where they go. All right, I don't sell this brand all the time, but every time I do sell it, it sells pretty fast. I'm just kind of picky with what I pick up from it because I don't really sell a lot of boho style, but this is Lucky brand. It's an extra small, but I just thought this was a really cute pop over top. It has the split neck and it has embroidery on the collar and bodice, and then it also has embroidery on the sleeves, and it's just a pretty navy color, and it's in excellent condition. So I figured it would be a really fast sell, and so I picked it up. My favorite find from that first thrift store was a vintage dress. I love selling like vintage cocktail and prom dresses. This dress totally caught me off guard. It is a maybe early 90s, but probably late 80s prom dress. It is in this beautiful wine velvet color with these beautiful off the shoulder pieces that are satin with this embossed floral. It is so pretty. And there's actually tulle in the inside to give it structure on both sides so it sits on the shoulders. But it's got a sweetheart bodice, and it has boning on the inside of the bodice itself. And on the back, it has this giant pink bow. So I just like love this so much. I was so excited for this dress. Like, this is totally up my alley. So, yeah. But the coolest thing is, this is actually a gunny sax dress. So I was very excited to find this piece, and I think it'll do really well. Most vintage prom dresses, like I've sold like a gold and black lame one for like $85. They do really well. So I'm gonna go ahead and list the gunny sax dress at $100. I thought about listing it a little bit higher, but I think that's a good price point. I think it'll sell quick. I was very happy to find it. I also wanted to show it does have tulle in the skirt, so it already gives you that fullness in the skirt. So you don't have to wear crinoline underneath it. But yeah, it is super cute. All right, so that was all for store number one. Store number two is a bigger store. There were more people in there. I didn't feel as claustrophobic in that store, and maybe I'd just gotten a little more comfortable with my surroundings, but we actually didn't stay in that store too long. I wasn't finding a lot. I'm sure that the thrifters and sourcers, like my friend Hanger Hunter, Alexis over in Mobile, have already been hitting their stores since they opened. So I'm just going to blame Alexis and say she already got all the good stuff. But I did find 3 pairs of shoes at this next store, and the average price for them was $9.33. Now that's kind of on the higher side than I would like to thrift shoes for, but I think that these 3 pairs of shoes are definitely going to give me a good return on my money. So here we go. So the first pair are these UGG clogs, and they're in great condition. They have the rubber bottoms, and they do have the wooden sole here and all leather, and then do have like the lamb's wool on the inside. There's UGG, and yeah, so they were in really good condition. I'm going to just clean them up a little bit, as I always do. They did put a little price on the bottom of it. It says $11.91, but actually ended up being $9.33 on average. So not too bad. Those won't have a great return, but I think they'll sell pretty quick. I'm going to list them for $55 and then hope for about $40 on those. The next is from a brand that I really like, and it is Vionic, and they're these cute little boots. They're black leather, but they have this studding detail on them, and they are in almost perfect condition. They have just a tiny bit of wear on the bottom of them, but the leather looks great, and there's the inside, the Vionic. So I was really excited to find these. They do have the interior zip, And this style is called the Georgia. So those retail for $155. I'm going to list those at $75 based on comps and hope for about $50 to $60 on those. These last shoes I did look up in the store because Sam Edelman can be hit or miss. But I did find these really pretty black loafers with the horse bit on the front, and they're in pretty good condition. They have just only a little bit of wear to the leather bottoms. There's super soft leather on the inside. The leather of the shoe is a really buttery soft leather. This style is called Lior, and the comps on these were really great. So these actually retailed for $140. So I'm going to just clean them up with some leather cleaner. Again, I'm going to list these for $75 and hope for about $50 or $60 on those. So overall, I feel like I got some good pieces to add to my Poshmark closet, my eBay store, the gunny sacks and the drindle to my Etsy store. And then also I'm trying out Mercari now. So far, no sales yet, but we're going to see what happens. So I was excited to get out of the house. It definitely has bitten that thrifting bug for me. I don't know how often I'm going to go thrifting. I feel like I probably will go June 1st when our thrift stores open. Just see what happens. If I'm uncomfortable, I can always leave. But yeah, how is your sourcing going? Have you gotten out in the world yet? Are you still sourcing primarily from home? You know, what's going on in your spot in the world? Thank y'all again for stopping by. We always appreciate all of our subscribers and anyone who comes to watch our videos. It means so much to us. We hope that you'll stick around and consider subscribing if you haven't already. And we'll see you next time. Bye.